this one. So welcome. We're going to give you some information about a company called Q Sciences. You were given this link because someone really cares about you. Maybe you are interested in the products. Maybe you want to find something that helps you with pain. Maybe you want to find something that helps you with exhaustion. Anybody exhausted? Maybe you were looking for something that helped you with sleep. Yikes, that's an important one, right? I am a totally different person when I'm getting sleep. I can't even tell you the value of sleep on our health and on our mental health. And let's face it, on the mental health of everyone around us. So there could be all kinds of reasons, maybe also fitness, maybe weight management. It goes on and on. We have over 50 products in our product suite that we can help people with. So I'm going to jump right into this. I'm Jen Johnson. I'm joining you guys from Missoula, Montana. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have 5 children. One is off to college. I have one going off to college here in a few months. And my husband's a pharmacist. We've been out here. We've been married for 25 years, been in Montana for 25 years. I've been in this industry for almost 9 years now, and I absolutely love it. It's really the only thing that I have found through all my traditional ways of figure out how to make income. I had a leadership consulting business. I had an accounting business. I was an employee for an accounting firm. I've tried so many different ways, and I keep coming back to this. I keep coming back to this business model and being able to work with others, being able to collaborate with others. And quite frankly, there's really no other way that I can make money in the frozen tundra and still raise my kids the way I want to raise them. There's just nothing else out there like it. So this particular project is very close to my heart. And so I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to share my screen with you. Q Sciences was actually founded in 2012, and it wasn't until recently, February of 2018, that we restructured everything. And it's really, really exciting because it gives people like me and people like the person that invited you on the ability to have an e-commerce business. So basically everything that I do, everything that the person that invited you on does is through their phone. All we have to do is find some Wi-Fi, and we can literally sign up customers, we can sign up business partners, we can do trainings. There's all the product PDFs and ingredients and benefits are all in our fingertips. Literally on the go, we get to have our business. We also get to have a global business. It's not just domestic. It's not just in the States. So we actually get to tap into the UK, into Australia, New Zealand. I mean, all over 20 countries that we are in. It is super, super exciting. Japan, there's so many different areas that we're heading into too. We just opened Malaysia. So super exciting. That's really fun for me because Montana may be a big state, but we're small. We're small when it comes to population. And I love meeting new people. And how cool is it to have an international business? We are always on the cutting edge of technology in the health and wellness sector. We have a doctor that really is our leading doctor. Either he has created the formulas or all formulas have run through his fingertips for approval. His name is Dr. Stephen Kimberly. He was the senior editor at WebMD for 12 years. And he left that post to come over here and be our chief science officer. And I love how he says, science never stands still. This is really important because so many of the health food, supplementation, all those things that you see on the shelves, Costco, GNC, there really is no guarantee. There's no guarantee that that's not the same formula that was sitting there 20 years ago. And so you really need to be smart about what you are actually ingesting into your body and what you're giving your family to ingest in their body. It's very, very important that you know what you're taking, that you know that it's backed by solid science and the right integrity behind the company, behind the products and the company. So we have 2 men that are leading the way. They are our owners, Mr. Jake Spencer and Mr. Mark Wilson, probably 2 of the most dynamic men I have ever met. You've got Mr. Jake Spencer, who's been in the industry for 14 years. He's taken all of that experience and passed it really on to us in the field and teaches us how to be a business owner. This is really important because there's a lot of people like me, just a stay-at-home mom. What do I know about an LLC and taxes and write-offs? There's over 300 write-offs, by the way, when you have a home-based business. Pretty sweet. But how would I know about that unless I had somebody in my corner kind of showing me the ropes? They're both very big on their families. Their wives are very important to them, their children, they talk about them nonstop. It's everything to them and their family. They're not only all on the products, but also employees of our corporate office, which really says a lot to me. Mr. Mark Wilson, I will tell you right now, he's an introvert, which I actually love as a CEO because he just isn't in it for him. He isn't in it for the limelight. He really wants to make a difference in people's lives. And you can just tell the minute you get around him, everyone will tell you, you can feel his heart. He truly wants the best for you and your family. And that's a safe place for me to build. If I'm going to spend time away from my family, I need to know that I'm building in a safe place. So let's talk about our full suite of products. Now, we have over 50 products, so I'm not going to get into all of them this evening. I want to focus on a couple of products that are my favorite. Like I told you, my husband's a pharmacist, and I'll tell you, his job is getting increasingly frustrating by the day. It is not the same job that he had 20 years ago. Now it's about 70% all anti-anxiety, antidepressant, and pain meds. And Q has natural options. And it's really interesting to see the people that get on our Q core that maybe were on some supplements prior to this, totally different people. They now have energy. They now have their light back. I hear often, I just feel like myself again. I haven't felt like this for years. Those are things that get me really, really excited. So Q Core is a package of 3 supplements, and they put them in these daily packs. I actually just took all my daily packs to a couple of women that we were just meeting with, so I don't have any on my desk, but they have vitamins, minerals, and amino acids. What's really important to know about that is no matter how healthy you eat, which I'll be the first to admit, I don't eat the best all the time. But even if I did, I still would not be receiving those vital micronutrients that my brain needs to function at optimal levels. And so that's what the Q Max does, which is within that package. Also anti-inflammatory. If you know anything about inflammation, it's the number 1 cause for disease. It's a huge pain. It gives you a lot of pain. And so we have an anti-inflammatory within that package. Third thing is our probiotic. It has prebiotics, probiotics. This is a soil sourced probiotic. And so it's just going to give you better digestion. It's going to give you just a better overall functioning and ability for your body to absorb nutrition. So when you combine all of those together, you actually maximize the benefits of the Q Max that's in that package. And so that is like our bestseller. That's where we start everybody at. From there, you can personalize our products. You can add a women's hormonal blend that helps with mood swings. Husbands love this product. It helps stabilize the mood. It helps with hot flashes, night sweats, anything that's hormonal related. It's an herbal adaptogenic, so your body pulls from the herbs what it needs and discards the rest. Probably some of my favorite testimonies come from that product. And then also we have the trim, which is, I'll talk about our fitness products in just a minute. And then our hemp oil. Our hemp oil is absolutely phenomenal. If you're not familiar with CBD oil, hemp oil, it's a perfect anti-inflammatory. It's a perfect protein. It has 8 essential fatty acids. What you're going to see with the hemp oil is a reduction of stress. And you're going to see an ability to focus better, which that sounds counterintuitive. I'm taking a product that's cannabis, not marijuana. It's hemp, 2 separate plants, and it's helping me focus. I don't know. I remember in high school, I took some cannabis on purpose to not focus. That's not what we're selling, I promise you. So what we're selling is a hemp oil, which actually is phenomenal for veterans, people with PTSD, my son, ADHD, dyslexia, all those things that really people struggle. Like I have adult ADHD. I think we can all say, especially with COVID, focus is an issue. Y'all, like it is an issue. And so when you can take a product that actually calms your stress, calms those active thoughts, the fast heartbeat, and you can actually think, you can remember why you were walking into a room that you were walking into, why you were driving to the place that you were driving to. It is so beautiful to see the effects on this product for the people that really need it. So, and then of course we took our Q core and we put it in a kids machine and out popped kids core. Not really, but that's basically what we did with our scientists is we said, okay, obviously kids don't need everything the adults need because we all start decaying around 30 and these kids haven't even started decaying, right? That's my word for anti-aging. So what formula could we take from Q course and adapt it for children's needs? You're going to see enzymes, digestive enzymes. You're going to see iron for growing grain, growing grain. Told you, I think I have dyslexia too, a growing brain. And then also those vital nutrients, amino acids, vitamins, minerals, all those things that a child needs. And it's really cool because the way it is processed and packaged is you have a dose for 1 to 4-year-olds. You've got a dose for those 5 to 8-year-olds, and then the 9 to 13-year-olds, different dosing, same package. So it's really neat to see. I think a lot of us can say we saw a lot of mental health issues going younger and younger, especially with COVID. And so I love to be partnered with a company that is passionate about taking those issues, taking all of that stress that everybody is feeling from little kids on to adults and giving them an actual tangible product that helps them. So I want to bring on my girlfriend, Miss Holley, because she's had phenomenal results with our products, and she's out there growing so fast. She's bringing on customers. She's growing up through our company, and she's an absolute joy to work with. And so I just want to bring on Miss Holley Smothers for her to share her story with you. Takes a minute to get unmuted.
I didn't know I had to do that. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Well, thanks, Jen. Yeah, it's been pretty exciting. People hearing my story. I'm one of those that didn't really tell the story, but I think you really hadn't heard of it either. I'm just turned 62, and I look a whole lot younger than I did a few years ago before Q. And the reason was I was in a lot of pain, and I didn't know what the pain was for or what it was coming from. I thought it was, old age. So I'm a retired middle school teacher, and part of that is maybe the stress from that. But I found out that I had arsenic poisoning. Now, if anybody wants the details on that, have Jen get a hold of me, and I'd love to tell you that part. But mainly, I thought I had MS. So I was losing muscle. I hurt all the time. I dropped things. I would fall down the stairs. And so anyway, my future, I thought, was looking into a 1-level house and just maybe, well, at one point I needed help. So a cane, that kind of thing. But I found a friend, and she told me about this doctor, got rid of the arsenic. That's another story. But I don't know if have you ever heard of people going through detox? You hurt all over. It hurt to sit, it hurt to stand, I couldn't sleep. I was a mess, and my skin was gray, and I was very scared. So anyway, I had found some friends that told me about CBD and hemp oil, and nothing worked. Have you ever tried anything? And they said, oh, try this. Well, then I had a friend that said, you need to try this. And I was like, I've tried everything. She said, no, you need to try it. Well, I got my box and I get this all the time, and it's the Fuse. So this is hemp oil. It's different than anything else. One, the taste is so much better than any of the things I've tried. And the others, they told you had to have at least 30 days or give it a month or 3. And within a half hour, I felt better. So from a pain level of 1 to 10, I would say it would be a 20. And I was down to 8. So that was huge for me. I was able to sit in the chair and have my hair cut. So I knew it was something. Well, also, I got XL cream. So they have hemp oil in this. but you can rub it in a spot. So I had it internally and externally. And within 1 month, I was so much better. I mean, my pain level went from the really high, but I was maybe every day a 4 or a 5. And the second month, I'm 2 or 3. Now, I'm maybe a 1. I mean, if I do things, I'm older, I'll do things I think I can do, and then, you pay for it later. But I am now in a house by the Lake of the Ozarks. So it's a beautiful lake house. It has some steps. And I have 6 beautiful grandchildren, 4 under the age of 2. And so my whole future, my whole life now is going to be a Mimi that's going to be a fun one at the lake instead of going to, some place where you had to come sit me and I'm a grandma in the chair, because I had a grandma in the chair and I didn't want that. So I feel so blessed to have had a friend that went ahead and told me, you need to try this more than once. When you've had issues, you think you've tried everything. And so I'm glad my friend went ahead and said, you need to do this. Well, my husband has found benefit in these products. And so, your blood work, you have all this done when you get older, and usually it's red and whatever. Now our blood work has changed so much that it's just, we are new people, and people are surprised when they see us that we're doing so well. But Jen, also in my box, guess what I have? It's what she was talking about, Q-Core. And so I wanted to show you real quick. She'll talk about this later maybe. But there's an AM and a PM, and you can just put it in your purse, or you can put it in your pocket and you can go. And Jen just got back from traveling, so I know it was easy for you to just put it in there, and you have. Something I didn't realize, I was glad to hear, the packets are recyclable. So I think that's just another cool thing that's in our company. And then I'll have to show you the other things that I buy. I buy the sleep because my husband snores. Vitamin D. I had a prescription for vitamin D. It was like this big of a capsule, and I couldn't get my levels up. Well, I'm one of those MTHF, whatever. Well, anyway, I take 8 sprays a day, and my levels are normal, or where it's supposed to be. And I have Alzheimer's on my grandmother's side, and my father had it. And so my doctor said I need to have the D to keep that. And then the last thing is B12. So if you've heard of people taking B12 shots, which is what I used to have to do, 8 sprays a day and I'm good. So that's empty in the box, but that takes care of our whole family. We're not on medication, and life is good. So when you're feeling this good and you've seen that your life has changed, you want to tell people. I talk about, for you younger ones with babies, how do you find out the stuff that works for kiddos? It's not like your doctor, the pediatrician is going to tell them it's your girlfriends. And so that's what I'm doing, is I'm telling my girlfriends, I'm telling anybody that has any kind of issues that these products are working, and I have a few samples. So I've just been sharing it, and I've never been in network marketing before. I mean, I did Discovery Toys when the babies, were little, and that was a little hobby. But this company, Jen and all the leaders, they tell you how to do it, and you lock arms and you just share. And not only do you have good health, but then you can have a little extra on the side if you want. Or for us, we're able to take care of some bills that now we don't have to worry about. And as retired people, you always have extra that you don't know that's come. So anyway, thank you, Jen. I'm sorry to go on, but I am pretty excited about my life with Q. And I just feel so blessed to be in this group and be with all of you. So anyway, thanks.
Holly, I love your story. That makes me so happy. Did you guys catch all those different things? I was like, oh my gosh, don't forget that. Don't forget that. And seriously, I had no idea how old you were. Not that that is old, but you look amazing. And it's not just that. I know I'm speaking. I know, Phil, I'm watching it. You are just radiating and you're just glowing. And I think that's one of the things with pain, you guys, is when you're in chronic pain, it ages you so fast. I just experienced that this last month. It takes your entire light out. It takes your entire spirit. It's very difficult to keep your light shining. And so when you can offer a pain-free life for people in a natural way that's non-addictive, there's just so many benefits with that. And Holley is just doing so good. I actually called her, to be honest, you guys. I called her because she's on my leaderboard in this business. We have a leaderboard, and she was right up there at the top. And I was like, well, hot dang, Holley's got to share her story tonight. So thank you, Holley, for sharing that. I'm just going to close this up for you guys, and because I always like to keep these somewhat short and sweet for you. So as you heard from Holley, obviously the products, there's so many. She has her whole family on all the products, which that's how we all are. I always joke that I have that trench coat on and I'm like, hey, you want this? You want this? Like, I have something for that. What's the problem? What do you have? So it's really cool that we actually get to offer so many different products for just so many different needs and so many different budget levels, to be honest. And in order to actually take advantage of the partnership side, and if you do want to have your e-commerce business and you're like, hey, that sounds really fun, especially Holleys Story. You guys, she isn't out there like spending tons of time on it. She does work it for sure, but to have that extra money just to share something that's made a difference in her life, that's what it's all about. So it's $40 to get started with the business. And then of course you're going to purchase products with that. You make customer commissions on that. You can see 3 orders that come in as you start to build a team. Then you get to that first bonus level. 6 orders, that's second bonus. By the time you actually, your first section with those 3 orders, you've already pretty much made your kit back, depending on what kit you get. So that's a pretty fast return on your investment. And then it just grows from there. And you can see what the potential is there. Some of us do it executive level income. For us, it's our main income. For others, it's just like the manicure money, right? And most people fall somewhere in between where they're bringing home $1,700 a month. That's not a bad extra little side stream of income. Imagine what would happen when you put that in a retirement fund. In your savings account, when you get your money to work for you. It's pretty exciting. We also have programs set in place where we help you retain your customers. So you're not having to rebuild that volume every month. We have a rewards program to where when your customers stay on the products every month, we want to reward them and give them points that they can turn in for a free product. Also, we just announced and launched our free shipping program. It's a smart shipping program for our customers. They pay $50 in 1 year for 1 year, and they get free shipping on their auto ship, which is so cool. And then of course we offer financial coaching. We're not into lavish lifestyles and things like that. We are more interested in making sure that you have an emergency savings saved up, that you have your retirement saved up, and then you go after those fun things, right? I think this industry typically has it backwards. People make money and they want to go get the fun things and then post them to make it look like they're making money. And yeah, it's totally backwards. Q is not about that. So we're really about teaching people how to have that happy home life and make sure their personal household is in order. You're going to get training and just a community that's right behind you. We show you every step of the way. And so you could be working part-time, you could be working full-time. It really doesn't matter as long as you stay coachable and we show you every step of the way and you follow those things, you're going to get out of it what you put into it. I always tell everybody it's not a get rich quick, but who you become in the journey is my favorite part. The money is great, obviously, but who you become as you're working on those different skill sets, as you're plugging into those different things. We joke that we show mirrors to people. we show you who you are, and we give you the opportunity to work on those things, which is a really cool place to be able to do that. So if you're interested in purchasing from a product standpoint, please give it the person that invited you on. I'd be more than happy to meet with you privately. I know that we have a couple appointments after this that we are getting together privately. That's something I love to do. Make sure you ask about the new products that just launched. What's really interesting, you guys, is that hemp oil that Holley loves, it now has 2 times the amount of CBD in it, which is pretty phenomenal. Remember when she said it kicked in a half an hour? It now kicks in instantaneously. So we are just on that next level with our products. We're on that next level with our compensation plan. And our company has just turned the corner into momentum. We're just getting started. So this is the time from a business standpoint that you definitely want to take a closer look. I definitely would love to meet with you. If the business is something that you're curious about, we can talk about, is this realistic for you? Are you working full time? What kind of time do you want to commit? I will show you based on what you want to make and the time that you want to put in, if that's realistic, because it may not be. So we're all about being honest and putting that realistic view out there. So you guys, thank you so much for joining us. Holley, again, thank you so much for giving your story. I'm so proud of all your accomplishments here at Q Sciences. You're doing amazing, and you just keep spreading that goodness, and I can tell it makes you happy. So thank you so much, you guys. Have a great night, and I look forward to talking to some of you guys privately. Oh, and don't forget, I didn't even talk about our Q Fit. Join us tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, because we actually have our Q Fit trainers that are going over our brand new transformation challenge. And they're going to go into all the details with the app and the products, brand new greens, which I know this probably looks gross, but I got to drink the greens today. They're actually super yummy. And so our trainers are going to go through all of that tomorrow night at 7:30. So if you're interested in that, that's a whole nother section of our company that you really need to listen to. All right, you guys have a great night.